Hello, my sweet virtual friends. Welcome back. I hope you guys had an amazing Thanksgiving. I hope you guys are not totally, completely still having some food comas after Thanksgiving. I know my food coma was just lingering. I was just like, oh, food. I'm tired. I can't do it. Oh. So I know that's more than likely how you guys feel coming back into the week. So do not worry. We are going to have a nice, easy, smooth way back in. So don't worry, I won't be asking too much of you. However, I like asking much of you because I know you guys are absolutely positively amazing. All right, so I know you guys will be just fine. All right, my lovies, so we are going to do a recap over the past couple weeks just because we're kind of getting back into the swing of things, and I want to just go over some things with you. And our ELA, as it has been the past couple of weeks, is going to be tying in with our social studies, and I'm super, super excited for that as well. So over the past couple of weeks, we have been learning types of sentences, punctuation, which is super, super important. I've also reminded our face-to-face kiddos about capitalization. All right. And we've also just we're learning a little bit about research as well with our KWL chart. And we also were just, excuse me, well, that's over the past couple weeks. I don't want to stretch too far and you're kind of like, wait, what? We learned that? Wait, what? So we'll just kind of go over the different types of sentences, the punctuation, capitalization. Hold on, where'd it go? I always lose myself. Types of sentences, punctuation, capitalization, research. There we go. I had it. We're going to go over those types of things and tie it into what we have going on for social studies this week. So let's start with the types of sentences. So we have, I'm pretty sure I've been saying it wrong, but I really like how I've been saying it. But I'm pretty sure interrogative is interrogative. Pretty sure it's interrogative, but the way that I've been getting you to remember it is interrogative. So don't judge me. We're all learning. But so let's go over the types of sentences. Ooh, let's get it together. See, I'm still lingering from Thanksgiving. I got to get back into the swing of things. So I completely understand that you, my sweethearts, are still trying to kind of like get back into it. So bear with me. We'll get there. All right, so the types of sentences. We have imperative, declarative, exclamatory, and interrogative or interrogative is the proper way to say it, I guess. Now, for declarative sentence is when you are making a statement. So we had the hand signal of declaring something. You are declaring something. Ow, you stepped on my foot. Then we had an interrogative sentence, which is asking a question. So, do you remember my lunch? Did you remember my lunch? Did you? And then we have an imperative sentence, which is giving a command. So, put your seatbelt on. Put your seatbelt on. And then we had an exclamatory sentence. Ah! Look, a flying saucer. The exclamatory sentence is when you are expressing a strong feeling like happiness, sadness, anger, all that good stuff. So now that we've kind of just recapped the types of sentences, let's go into the fact that your sentences need to have punctuation. Oh my goodness, my sweet peas. I'm seeing way, way too many responses that have either no punctuation or no capitalization. Ooh. You guys are smarticle particles, so I don't know if we are just kind of just typing it and going and we're just going too fast and we're not double checking our work, but we need to make sure we're double checking and making sure that we have all of our sentences capitalized and have punctuation at the end. So capitalization, the beginning of your sentence should always have a capital letter at the beginning of it. So if you have a sentence like, I had coffee this morning, the I would be capitalized because it's the beginning. And then you would have a period at the end of that sentence for the punctuation. You need to make sure that the beginning of your sentences are capitalized, your names are capitalized, your months, your days of the week, names of anybody you know, and anything else that you kind of can remember. Oh, wait, hey, yeah, we got to capitalize stuff. Oh, yeah, forgot about that. So let's get back into the swing of capitalizing things. I know that we're Typing it as quick as we can is convenient. However, if you get into the habit of not using capitals, you're going to end up writing it without capitals, and that's going to get us in big trouble. So let's not do that. Then there's also punctuation. Okay, so the week before Thanksgiving, I showed you guys about punctuation with our examples from the types of sentences. So when you had, ow, you stepped on my foot, and you're making a statement, you would have a period at the end of that sentence. Or when you would say, did you remember my lunch? That's asking a question. You would have a question mark at the end of that sentence. Then when we said, oh, look, a flying saucer. An exclamatory sentence always has an exclamation point at the end of it. You are expressing something excitedly. You're, you want to scream it. Okay, well, not like screech it. Not that, but like, you want to say it with a loud tone. Okay, so you also have to remember to put your punctuation at the end of your sentences. Okay, it's really hard to read sentences or paragraphs when you guys respond to me and there's no punctuation. It all just mushes together. All right, you guys are super smart particles and you're amazing. So I don't know why. I'm still assuming that it's more convenient just to write and go. However, you need to get into the habit of having capitals and punctuation. Okay, because you're going to get in that habit, and when you write it out, when you do come back safe and sound to school, or when you move on to 6th grade, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, they're not going to like it when you're just writing like however you feel. You got to write correctly, my loves. You got to set yourself up for success, not failure. That's what I'm here to help you with as well. So with that being said, we got types of sentences, capitalization, punctuation, research. All right. So we got the KWL chart the week before Thanksgiving break. We looked at the KWL chart and we looked about how it could help us with research. Now, the K, I will remind you, the K on the KWL chart, the K is what you already know. Okay, it's already what's in your noggin and your schema, all that good stuff. It's what you already know. Okay, then the W is what you want to know, what you want to learn. So you start asking questions. Okay, you start asking who, what, when, where, why. That's when you start asking all those questions, because then we move on to learn, which is L. L is where we tell what we learned. Okay, we write down, what did we learn? Okay, I learned this because of this. Now, the way that it's sequenced, the K, okay, we're listing what we know. All right, this is what I do know. All right, okay. Well, starting here, oh, but how did that happen? So then you put it in your W, what you want to learn. So you take from what you know and you start asking questions that go into your W. Now, what you know is where you start. What you want to learn is what's going to help you with your research. Okay, because when you grab a computer and you think of something like, for example, on the Industrial Revolution, okay, where did telephones start? Okay, I know about telephones being an invention, but my question, do I just type in telephone on the computer and then I get my whole answer of like what I need? Or is it going to just give me maybe like pictures of telephones? It's going to give me pictures of telephones. So I use that W, that what I want to learn, to create a question. And I write, okay, who created the telephone? I put that into a computer, you're going to get all kinds of results. Okay, that's how we start our research, by asking all these questions. It's amazing what you can do with Google. All right, so we have our know, we have our what, and then we have our L is what we learn. So then you learn, like, who made the telephone? Well, you put it in what you learned. You learned who made the telephone. You write it in there and you're good to go. So the KWL chart is going to help us with tracking how we see our knowledge grow, and it's going to help us with planning out research and how we can use the computer to look up research, because every week you guys get a social studies weekly. I cannot promise you you are going to learn every single little detail that you need to know just in that weekly. Okay, that would maybe create a couple good pages of a social studies weekly, not that one big fold out. Okay, but that's what's good about researching. You should always research. You should always research something you have a question about. You should always keep building your knowledge, my loves. The KWL chart is going to help us with tracking because you are always going to keep learning. You're always going to start somewhere and you're going to learn more. That's life, my baby loves. You are never going to stop learning. Do you know more now in 5th grade than you did in 1st grade? I would hope so. Might scare me if you didn't. But you do. You know more now in 5th grade than you did in 1st grade. Do you know more now than you did before you started watching my video? Yeah, I would hope so. Again, would hope so. Okay. Do you know more now than you did in August? Yes, definitely. Hope so. Okay, you're always going to keep learning. You're never going to stop learning. So that's why the KWL chart is going to help us. We're going to be able to track how we learned it. And we're going to be able to show and put it into a research way too. We're going to show ourselves how to research properly. Okay, so what we are going to go into for ELA today and tie it in with our social studies is we are going to start kind of reaching into point of view. We're going to have a point of view lesson over the Mexican War, Battle of San Jacinto, whatever you guys want it specifically over with the Mexican War. But we're going to branch off into point of view. So we're not going to go into the specific different types of point of view just yet. We're not going to go there just yet. What I want to start off with, though, is just realizing and remembering. We're going to activate our schema. We're going to think about the point of view. Okay. Well, I kind of remember what point of view is. Point of view is how I see something. Okay. It's how I feel about something. It's my opinion. It's what I see, what I do, and it's your way of seeing it. Okay. But point of view can also mean how someone else sees it. So in social studies, I have you looking at a picture and I'm playing some music for you and hopefully you can hear it. But I have you listening and looking at this landscape painting. A part of that is because I wanted you to kind of transport yourself into the painting. Now, if you haven't looked at social studies yet, you probably should pause this video and go to your social studies tile first, because I did put it in the instructions to go look at social studies first before you came to ELA. Just saying. Just saying. So, in that painting, I wanted you to transport yourself, and I wanted you to put yourself in that painting, and I want you to give me the point of view that you saw in that painting. So what you're going to do, if you need to go back to the social studies tile and you need to watch the video again, or you need to open the picture again, whatever you need to do. I will attach the picture to this assignment though, so don't worry. So what you're going to do is, for today, you are going to put yourself into the painting. And you're going to write me a point of view of someone in that painting. Okay, you're going to tell me your story in the painting. You're not going to tell me, oh, look, the artist, it's painting my friend who's going to ride the horse. You're not doing that. You're going to tell me what you see as if you were someone in the painting. Okay. I know that might be a little bit difficult, but we won't do that today. We will hopefully do that at the end or closer to the end of the week. Today, we're going to kind of just quiz each other about about the point of view and just kind of establishing a point of view with kind of a little bit with our painting. Don't worry, I will have your assignment all nice and neat. Don't worry. But if you guys do have any questions, you always can email me, okay? I will attach your spelling list for this week. I hope you guys are ready to learn. Welcome back. If you have any questions, email me. Bye, guys.